Hello, and welcome to my part 2 video on using the LISS database. This video will go into detail a little bit more about using the basic search features and some of the limiters and search options you have using the LISS database. When you begin, you'll be prompted here into the advanced search page, which is defaulted. For this purpose of this video, we'll be using basic search. You notice also in my previous video, I also did explain how to get to this database. If you aren't aware or if you do not know how to get there, you can go ahead and review that first video and it'll give you a step-by-step how to get to where I got here. Okay, so here we are in the basic search feature for the LISS database. To begin here, we can also type in any sort of searching words such as subject, keywords, key terms. You could just type in anything and click search. But before we do that, let's take a look at some of the search options that are available to us. Now we have some of these search modes here. You'll notice that a lot of these are already defaulted and clicked on, such as applied equivalent subjects, Boolean phrases, publication type. But let's go a little bit into detail about what they are. What Boolean phrases are, it is filtering, or it's not filter, but it's keywords that key terms that are added to your searching, such as and, or not. And by using these, can either increase or decrease your search results, which is very important and something you'd want to master as soon as you begin your research process. Some smart things, or the smart text searching is quite a helpful feature. If you don't know what that is, you can click hint and it'll explain what it is, a phrase, a sentence, a paragraph. But it's a really helpful technique when using the LSS database. You can apply related words, search within the full text articles. If you want to, you just click those and it'll be added into your search query. Nice thing about the limit your results is the ability to just limit your results to show only. If you want to show full text, you can click that. So now that if you have that check marked, your results that you look for will only have full text. Same thing with scholarly peer-reviewed journals. If you click that, only scholarly peer-reviewed journals will populate in your search query. A nice thing about this is a lot of the information classes require for you to look for only scholarly peer-reviewed journals. Published date is when the article or journal was published. If, say, for example, if you wanted to locate a journal that was published, say, 5 years ago, you can go ahead and select December, and let's put 2015 to December. It's not November. December 2020. And now your results will yield articles or journals that were published within that date. Let's go ahead and clear that. And while I'm clearing, I'm going to be explaining a little bit more about the document types and the other features in this limit. So for the document types, you have the ability to show, say, only abstract, articles, autobiographies, you name it, on how you want your results to appear. You have the option to show quick view, image quick views, or if you only wanted to have PDF full text, you can select that option as well too. We have publication type, so what type of publication do you want it to display? Do you only want academic journals, blog entries, books, anything else, you name it? However, it is defaulted to all. And also for the images, if you also wanted to have just images to be displayed in, say, black and white, chart, diagram, or graphs, you can do that as well too. And if for any reason, if you don't like what you have on here, if you've checked off some things you weren't aware of, you can click reset and it'll reset your search options to the default. Okay, now that we have that going on, let's go ahead and begin our search. So for Info 200, you will be highly focusing on information communities. For this example, let's look up information seeking for gamers as our subject term, because, say, for example, our information communities is gamers. You'll notice here it will say that your initial search query did not yield any results. However, using smart text searching, which is what we just talked about, these results were found based on our keywords. So even though if it wasn't able to find direct articles using this keyword or the subject terms, they were still able to locate these articles for us. And you notice here on the left-hand side, it's just a retake on our limiters search bar. So say, for example, if we only wanted to show full text and we didn't click it before, and we only want full text, we can click that check mark. And now our new results displayed will only give us full text. You notice it will say PDF full text here, HTML full text, PDF full text. And if you don't want that, you can simply either check mark or uncheck this mark or click the X here in the limiters. So let's go ahead and click that X and get it back to default. And just kind of briefly go over some of the limiters as well too. You'll see here's publications from 96, back to source types, subject, publication, publisher, whoever published the articles are listed here. So if you only wanted to show published titles from, say, Taylor and Francis, you can check mark that. And also you'll notice a little number here. That means that's how many articles it will come up with that is completed by them. So which is really neat. Moving on, we'll take a look at the page options. This is going to be the layout of your page. So depending on how you want your information to be perceived, you can choose from here. So if you want it to be brief, like how it is set defaulted, there's only a couple of lines here. You can show that. However, if you want more detailed or a little bit more descriptions, you can select that. You can also show more on the page, so it's set to 20. However, if you want to have 30, 40, or 50, you can also select that as well to show more on this main one page here. And a nice thing is the share feature. If you ever want to save this search query, you can go ahead and copy this link and send it to your email. That way you'll always have a copy of this list here, which is really nice. And also there's create an alert. You can email yourself for the alert for the search query. So if you're working on a long-term project and there is ever any updates on this search query, it'll let you know through email as well too. You can select that feature, which is really neat. For shorthand projects for maybe a couple of months, it may not be as useful, but as I mentioned, long-term projects will be a lot better. So moving on to the articles, you notice here that the search results is 1 through 20 out of 86 total found. Using limiters will either expand or decrease this number. So you'll really want to master on how to limit your results to find the exact articles for your research. Let's see here. And you notice here, it'll show you PDF full text or the article name. It'll put who is it by, and also for some of these subjects that are found under this resource. This is a periodical, and you notice these are the subjects that it is in. So let's go back here. We can go ahead and select this article for an example. We can click find it to find this article here, and you'll notice here's full text available at Project Muse. I think I may have clicked that already. No, it's just refreshed. You'll notice here that the full text is available here at Free eJournals and also at Project Muse Premium Collections. So having more than one source is always better, because if, say, this one here isn't working, you'll have this link or you'll have this option to choose from. Let's go ahead and select that and just take a quick look at the article here. So if this article is pertaining to your virtual community, you'll be able to use this information in your research paper, your projects, or what may have you. Quickly looking, it does have the PDF download. So if you want to download this onto your computer, or if you want to download onto, say, your phone or something, you have the option to download that. That way you have it with you at all times, and you won't need to be online or anything to view this article. You can also view a citation, which is really neat. I like it. However, sometimes the citation may not be always correct, so you may always want to double check with your APA manual. You'll see here, since we're using APA, this is the cited information that they give you. You notice here that it is giving you as DOI : so that it is not correct. So you always want to check with your APA on how to cite this correctly. And here is the actual article itself. Most of these articles are really long, so if you don't have time, or if you are going through a series of articles, you may just want to look into the abstract and quickly read to see if it actually fits your criteria or what you need for your assignment, which is really nice. If it does, then you can go ahead and take a look at the article, read it over, and see how it best fits into your project or your paper. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead and email me at tang.zhang at sjsu.edu for any questions or concerns. Thank you for viewing my video.